Hello and welcome back, or just welcome, to the embrace. So, today I wanted to do a spirit animal reading, but when I thought of my spirit animal decks, I just didn't feel called to them, but I felt called to do a reading and I thought of animals and I was so confused. And I literally sat there and was like, well, what is it? What's going on? What am I missing? And this deck, which is called the Priestess of Light Oracle, was sitting on my desk at the time. And I went over to it and I shuffled a card because I felt like I needed a card and read the explanation, thought, oh, that's nice. But then I realized that there's a jaguar on the card and it talks about a jaguar in the explanation. And yesterday I was listening to something about jaguars and I thought, oh, duh. Because I don't think there's any jaguars in any of those decks, or if they are, it must not contain the right energetic signature for this reading. So our spirit animal today that we are connecting with is the jaguar, and it is such a powerful energy. It's a very direct energy, and this power and directness comes with a river of blessing and releasing constraints, dissolving illusions, seeing straight through the heart of the matter, the truth of the matter. So you can pick what are you going to pick your groups with? Good question. Let me get charms. One sec. All right. Sorry about that. So our 3 selections are going to be, I just realized I did 3 selections and I never really do 3, but I guess we're doing 3 today. Yeah. 47 is a 12 is a 3. 12 is a portal. 12 portals coming up. Will I have this posted by then? Probably. 12 portals coming up. It's pretty significant. Extremely significant, apparently. But anyways, that breaks down to a 3. So I guess we are doing 3 groups today. This is a microscope charm. So that will be the first reading that we will do. This is a little doggy. A dog. Second reading we will do. And the third one is an angel number, 555. All right, go ahead and select your icon and I will meet you over at your reading. Hey, those that chose the microscope. This is actually me after I've already done your reading. I've actually done all the readings at this point, but I keep thinking back to yours because I've never connected to Jaguar Spirit to do a reading before, and I didn't know what was going on. I don't know if anyone picked up on that, but I was confused by the energy because the way the messages were hitting me, they were very like sort of abrupt, short worded, and in the second group, the ones that chose the little puppy, I discovered what was going on, which is that Jaguar is very direct. I even heard this when I was learning about Jaguar. Very direct, very to the point, doesn't want to mince words, just wants to get the message out there. And so while in group 3, it actually did turn out a little bit more than I was, more in a way that I was expecting, which is like addressing something, cleaning it up. With you, it was almost like this isn't to pump up an ego. Ego's not a bad thing, first of all. There's a positive ego and a negative ego. But anyways, we can get into another reading, I guess. It was almost like the jaguar was treating you as an equal. That's not to say that it looked down on any of the other groups. It's just to say that the jaguar sees you and you see it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's an animal you've been working with for a long time. And so there are times where I just had to stop and just laugh at myself because I didn't know what's going on. And that's what was going on. That's what your reading was more like. It was more like just an honoring of where you were. And it was like the jaguar was saying, what am I going to say to another jaguar? You know what I mean? Other than just tell them where they're at. So that is my disclaimer for your reading. All right, enjoy. All right, welcome those who've chosen the microscope. Let us pull some cards and see what's going on here. So I only have 1 oracle deck with me here today and 2 tarot. So let's start with the oracle. I think I'm going to pull most of the cards and then see. I hope you can hear me okay. Something about nighttime. It's got me talking. Lila. Follow the leader. This is quite a pretty card. Follow the leader. It feels really good. It feels like a really good card. And there's a bunch of feathered friends on this path in a ferry. Okay. Back of the deck, we have moonlight, more wings, more feathered friends. That has got to be relevant. An owl on the moon. There's no way that's not relevant. I'm sorry if you can see that. There's no way. Okay. Moonlight at the back of the deck. We'll keep that in mind by putting it here. Okay. Now we're going to pull tarot. Our first set of tarot. Will we do both? Nope, we're just going to do the first set for now. My goodness, I hope you can hear it because I'm not being very conscious of where the mic is. And I usually am. Well, 2 cards came down. One is hidden. 2 of Wands. Am I getting hidden? No, we're going to get the hidden one after this. I think it's... Ooh! 3 of Wands. Okay. 4 of Cups. The Empress. Should I turn you over? No. Is there only one here? There's only one here. Okay. And we have the Monarch, which is the Empress in this deck, and the 4 of Cups. All right, let me take a... They're separate, so we're just gonna... They're separate. Give me a moment, my dear. Should I read Follow the Leader? Yes. There's something here about a choice. Okay. So 2 of Wands is about a choice. But it's not like the 2 of Swords where there's this stuck, indecisive feeling. It's a feeling of knowing what the choice is, knowing the choice that you want to make, but nevertheless, you're at the threshold of making it. And then the 3 of Wands is usually like the card that I interpret as the choice having been made. I really want to turn this last card over. Because I'm stumped a little bit. So I know this is about a choice. 3 of Wands, a choice having been made. Follow the leader. Intuitive insights, intuitive hits. You're choosing to do things differently. Moonlight. The moon is often about the subconscious, digging up things from the subconscious that might be holding you back and addressing them. That's interesting. In the 4 of Cups, he's in this particular 4 of Cups, he's holding the 4th cup, but usually in the 4 of Cups, which is a card that usually denotes disappointment, that person is not holding I keep rubbing my eye, by the way. So you're starting to be able to see straight and to see clearly. And just in the nick of time. As I was saying before, the 4 of Cups, the person usually isn't looking at the cup or doesn't notice the cup. And basically it's a missed opportunity because they're so wrapped up in some other disappointment, some other upset. But he's holding the cup. That's so interesting. If it's a he or she or they, this person is holding the cup. They acknowledge the disappointments that have come to pass. They are aware of them, but they don't hold quite the sway it would on another. All these butterflies are about transformation. All these winged friends are about clarity, insight, and vision. Because they're all the wind element. And that's what that all brings in here. And then all these butterflies are about transformation, so many transformations. And this wasn't through the path of action. This was through the path of inaction is what I want to say. So all the work was internal, and that is work. Okay, of course the 6 of Wands is behind it. You've accomplished some subconscious work. And that's why the Jaguar is here today. Because the Jaguar is saying you took a really good look at yourself. And you unearth, well, your guides probably unearth some subconscious things, some subconscious concerns, issues that are not probably not new to you, probably have revealed themselves in the past. Yeah, I see a time, what's that thing called? With the sand and you turn it over every now and again and the time goes. Anyways, that's right next to her. So these are issues that have come up in the past. Maybe they look different, but at the core they're the same. For example, this is just an example. If betrayal is a repeated theme in your life, it may have shown itself in different ways. But you were wise this time. You took what you knew and it was addressed. Somehow you addressed it internally. And so the Four of Cups isn't quite the Four of Cups anymore. Your transformation has had an energetic effect on yourself and everything around you and those around you. And you change the nature of something that tends to be the path for something. This might even be an ancestral clearing, something that typically occurs in that line. You've changed it. You've transformed it. You've created it into something else. You've transmuted it. Just transformed it. It's not what it was before, because this isn't the typical Four of Cups. And the Jaguar is here because you saw through an illusion. You saw through things that were holding you back. You had a choice to make. Every moment is a choice. Every moment is a choice that's affecting our future, affecting our next moment. Even coloring the past a bit, every single moment there's a major choice to be had, and you have made the choices that have set you on your path to something different, something renowned. You're on your way. Follow the leader. You set an example. Maybe it's an energetic example. Maybe people are seeing or feeling something different about you. Okay, can I turn this card over now? No? Okay. You're like, who are you talking to? Intuition. I'm talking intuition. Okay, so follow the leader. So, I will read you what's in here. No, it's not telling me to read it. Let's see. Okay, we're actually going to pull out other cards first. I really want to turn that card over. It's so enticing. It's like people want to know what's next for you. Now, I don't know people. I should say beings. Someone wants to know what's next for you because it's at the top of the deck. Yeah, you've moved. I haven't even shuffled these yet. You've moved or moving. You've left. I can't even find the words because, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to turn this upside down because I'm just going to keep. There was a Six of Wands. It's a victory card. It was also under Madam here. And I love this Eight of Cups because as she's walking off into the sunlight, into the sunrise, behind her is darkness. It's sort of in shadow. There's water of some kind, which is cleansing. And there's a bowl. It's almost like she did a releasing ceremony where the fire transmutes the energy, turns it into something else. And then she walks away because she knows that that's fueling what's ahead of her. She's able to take that and make it to something else that fuels what's ahead of her. Nothing is wasted here. That's the sense that I'm getting. Anyways, I didn't even shuffle these. It's not. Can I turn this over now? Fine. All right, let's shuffle these cards. How many of these should I procure? Let's say 3. 3 seems like the number today. 3 is catalyst. Can be a catalyst for healing is what I wanted to say. So through the work that you've done on yourself, you may be a catalyst for those around you. There's a 3 here as well. A catalyst for 2 4s. 3 4s, 4 4s. Good Lord. Sorry. Yeah. A full cup. You've done a lot of work on yourself. Ace of Cups, a full cup that overfloweth, affecting those huge transformation. All these butterflies. These are a bunch of confirmations, which I love. I love a confirmation. Justice, learning from the past, karmic in nature. But it doesn't even matter because you transformed it. Learning from the past. Death and another 4. Lots of 4s. That's support. Strong support, foundational work. Wait, she's not a 4. She's a 3. Forgive me. But another 3. 4s and 3s. Balance between the feminine and the masculine energies. Wow. Stability, strength. You look at the world a bit differently. A lot differently. River of Blessings is... Okay. Nothing's coming out. Okay, so we'll stop there. Okay, I'm going to put this over now. Wow. The Universe, which is the World card. It's a completion. You've completed a cycle in the best way possible. In one of the best ways possible. There's probably a bunch of ways you could have done it, but you've done it in one of the best ways possible. And now you're someone to watch. I don't know why that's coming through, but you're someone to watch. I don't have any other cards that want to come through. And I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing, so here's the thing about the Jaguar. As I said earlier, it's about clear vision, clear sight. Is this it? You know what's interesting? Is the impression I'm getting is that this is it. This is the reading. This is Jaguar's message to you. It's almost like, I don't know if this is a confirmation for you of some kind, but this is the message. Oh, maybe you wanted to know what effect you had or something, and you had an effect on the entire universe. The entire universe was affected by this. As above, so below, as below, so as above, so below. You get what I'm trying to say. So within, so without. The entire universe was affected by this work. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's everything that I have for you. I feel so strange because I'm used to being like, I just saw 222, which is universal support. You're supporting whatever it is that you're pursuing, whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're going after right now, whatever it is you're hyper focused on, you are 1,000,000% supported. And I think that's going to be clear during the portal. I don't know why the portal came earlier, but yeah, I just saw another 12. Okay. Another 222. Okay. All right, friend. Well, congratulations. Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much for visiting me. I hope you're fine. Everything's fine for you. All right. Thank you so much for watching my reading. Have a good night, day, week. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you for joining me. Those who chose the puppy. I don't know. It's probably a grown dog. I don't know why I said puppy. But, ooh, this cute little fella here. Wow, he's a puppy no matter which way he falls. Or a dog. Jeez, goodness. Okay. A return to innocence, maybe? Which is... I have a feeling you understand what that means. Okay. Let's get into it. Message from the Jaguar for... I'm not going to call you the puppy. Two animals coming through here. I know it's often associated with... Ooh, wishing well. Nice. I'm going to have to read that one. In exchange for something. Another 12. Metamorphosis, okay. It's a common theme these days, I'm guessing. Are we pulling? Oh, wait. We're actually doing a different deck first, so it's fine. All right. the wheel. Okay. Are these in the reading? Yes. Wow. Wow. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Okay. Do I pull? Nope, we're going to start with this. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, this is about staying loyal to something. Staying hyper. I just use that word. That's okay. It's okay to use a word more than once. There's a reason I almost said what I almost said, so just give me a second. Okay, so return to innocence is also authenticity in a most pure form, who you are at your soul core. River of blessings, wishing well. I mean, the card is going to say this for every pile that I read, for every group that I read for. But the dog is here, the puppy. Give me a second. Oh Lord, why are these readings going so strange today? Let's talk about the Ten of Cups, because that's what's standing out the most to me. So much is coming through for you, and it's as a result of this return to innocence. I think you've done a lot of spiritual work, a lot of spiritual exploration, allowing yourself to observe or absorb different perspectives, different teachings. Even if they might have been a little contradictory to each other, you found a way to discern what is and is not for you. And it has set certain things in motion. Because when the wheel's upright, I personally discern this as luck, but it's not really luck, right? It's a shift in energy that allows synchronistic events to occur, and it looks like luck to people who aren't familiar with the work that you've done. And the wishing well, yeah, because of the mask, releasing the mask, metamorphosis, and the death card are on the bottom. Everyone's going through. I don't think it's possible for certain souls, for a collective of. I don't. It's hard not to go through metamorphosis at this time, but it's possible for someone to attempt to go through something like this and not quite kind of be reborn similar to how they were before, because like the death is trying to occur and it doesn't quite complete its. Jaguar wants me to get to the point. I'm like, what is this energy? Jaguar energy is to the point. It doesn't want to mince words. And now I understand why the first group's reading went the way it did. I was a little confused because I felt like I was looking for more verbally to come through and it wasn't. And I was so concerned. I was like, am I shortchanging this group? And Jaguar is like, no. You say what needs to be said, nothing more, nothing less. And you don't need to know all the details behind why what's being said is being said. Just use your gifts the way that I have gifts. I can feel when a message is meant to be said and when it's not. I can feel it. I don't always know the reason why, but that's kind of the point of these readings, is me trying to figure out the reason why and help you know the reason why they're coming through. But Jaguar isn't really concerned with all that. It's kind of like, just get to the point, get to the core, give it to them straight. I'm not going to give you a bunch of words to flower it up, but I like the flowers. And Jaguar's like, hey, I'm here to give the people what they need. So anyways, I think that's why I keep stop talking, because intuitive, when I'm using whatever it is that I use, which is mostly a feeling-based thing, some claircognizance as well, when I use it, there's usually something that stops. It just gives me this like dead end feeling. If there's something I want to say, just intellectually, I've decided, oh, this might be the way to say it. And when I'm about to say it, it stops. It dead ends on me. And I'm like, okay, that's not what I meant to say. This is happening quite a bit with this Jaguar reading, like a lot. And it was making me a little weird, because I thought, well, these people are going to hear like 5 words from me. I don't know why I explained that entire thing to you. There must be a reason. Jaguar is commending you for getting to the core of the matter. I think that's what's happening. And doing it in one of the most beautiful ways possible, which is that return to innocence. It's probably that zero point focus type thing that's going to the heart of the matter. You understand how to work with energy, I think. Okay. Shall we pull the next deck? There's something else. Oh, I think I'm supposed to read that first. Let's read it first. I will read to you. I didn't read. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to read it this time. 48. Wishing well. Desire is a sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. Maybe that's one of the spiritual lessons you've been exploring. Detachment, but feeling into something because of all these cups and letting go, surrendering. But you understand that surrendering isn't giving your power to someone else. It's understanding that the power lies with an aspect of you and trusting the aspect of you, the higher self, if you want to call it that. Okay. Desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration and sensing that moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. It is an aha moment when everything makes sense. Perhaps you recognize a soulmate or are conceiving a baby or an idea. The wishing well card awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. To that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside to be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or win. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well, then trust in spirit. Prepare to be amazed. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come through. Jaguar is interesting, man. Okay, this is perfect. The Witch, which is the magician in traditional tarot, has all the tools necessary to create and to manifest on the earthly pain. The earthly pain. Okay, I think the reason I was saying that is because obviously death and rebirth can be painful. It's usually in metamorphosis. This is usually the result of something painful because the pain got us to move. But the Witch is about, oh my Lord, okay. The Ace of Pentacles, wow. Okay. Did you wish for money? Abundance comes in many, many forms. It can come in, okay. The Ace of Cups, my goodness. What's on the back of this deck? The Sun. Okay. Which also makes me think of children. This is also a children card. Yeah. Is this a leopard? No. I don't know. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Obviously, both cards about new beginnings, but also opportunities as a result of this alignment. Whatever this alignment is, they're just coming to you, and you simply have to take them and do what you will as the Witch or the Magician, whichever you prefer. And it's the Cups and the Pentacles. So taking things, matters of the heart, things that inspire you, really get your engine going, things that elevate you, taking them and creating with them, able to manifest physical things on this plane, able to call into existence physical things on this plane as a result of access to a full cup, access to a full heart. Life is supposed to be fun. That's what I'm hearing. And you'll be able to embody that truth. Well, thank you, Jaguar, for letting me talk some more. Jaguar is behind this. Okay, so that's the message that Jaguar wishes to share with you. That you're at a fortuitous moment in your life. Oh my goodness, the Ace of Cups is here too. That's not a total shocker because everything's for a reason. Everything's for a reason. My goodness. Well, this is great. I'm glad to see that through whomever is drawn to these readings now or in the future that this is the trend. This is beautiful because this will affect collectives as a whole. River of Blessings, wishing well, the Hanged Man. I think this message is meant to empower you. You were going to do what you were going to do anyway, but it's still nice to hear stuff like this, right? I get the impression that you're going to go ahead and make the choices you're going to make regardless of this Jaguar step forward, but it's nice to feel empowered and to hear things that make you feel good about the decisions that you've made in the past and the choices that you're making moving forward. Master manifester, you. Jaguar's got me talking weird. All right, well, that's all that I have. Wait. Yeah, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me. I hope that you'll visit me again. Bye. All right, welcome those that chose this third charm, which is 555. And just off top, I'm going to say lots of change. Lots and lots of change for the better, of course, as always. And peace. There's a peace here. I feel so calm all of a sudden. Okay, it's not that I wasn't calm before. I did have this eerie stillness. I'm not gonna call it eerie. It's the Jaguar energy I've tapped into. I didn't even know I was that well tapped in until the second reading. Oh my goodness. Come together. Oh, this obviously doesn't have to be romantic, but look how romantic that is. That's so sweet. Okay. This might be something you asked for. There's a crown in there. Crowns, I feel like, came up a lot here today. Okay, this is the deck that's coming through first. So then come together can, oh, it's also about birthing a project. Ooh, okay. Interpersonal relationship woes. Changing. Oh, it's another 5 of swords. This is definitely for the better. 100%. So what I've learned with Jaguar is that I'm not able to say too much. A lot of things that I might want to say I get cut off from because Jaguar does not want to put in a bunch of work. He or she just wants to get straight to the point, wants to cut through the mess. Okay. 7 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Know your worth. Know your worth and stand in it. Yeah. This is a change you don't see the results of it coming. You don't see it coming. It's just, yeah, you're going to be a little surprised. Know your worth. Stand in what you've decided your worth is. Acknowledge that there's worth to begin with. Cultivate that within your solar plexus in the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe there's some affirmations you can say. Maybe there are some meditations you can do on YouTube. There are probably some beliefs that you need to adopt. Yeah, I think the affirmations will help you do that. Beliefs that you need to adopt. Because I think you sometimes get in your head too much about what others have said to you or done to you. And it may have messed with that area of your body. Maybe that tummy area. And it always sucks when, it's not fun when people say things to you that a little piece of you might think is true. It's not true. It absolutely isn't true. If whatever it is makes you feel small or little, then it's not true. Because you wouldn't feel that way if it was true. You'd feel amazing about it. You'd be like, oh, I'm bad as, oh, that's amazing. You know what I mean? But you don't. It's not true. And so it's important that you know your worth so that reciprocity can be had properly. Giving and receiving. I think you might be giving too much, but it's okay. It's going to even out. And that's what this change is here to do for you, whatever this change is, this surprising event, abrupt change. It's to get you past all those illusions. It's almost like a fast track, because that's the Jaguar energy is giving me. This fast track to abundance, which comes in many forms, not just financial, although Six of Pentacles, there's exchange here, so it could be. But it also people that will represent more of who you are, more of who you truly are, reflecting that back to you, getting more people like that into your life. And so this Five of Swords has initiated this change. Those experiences, those thoughts, they've actually initiated this change, because by virtue of those experiences and those thoughts, you've asked for something else. And now it's time to receive those things. And to receive them requires you standing in your power, you acknowledging that it's there. You don't have to be perfect. You can do it baby step by baby step by baby step. It'll gain its own momentum. Jaguar is here to call this to your attention, the power that's within you. And having expectation that good things are meant for you and coming for you. Should I read this? No. Okay. Should I There's something else I need to say before I can move on. This is the first in these readings that there's something I need to say before I move on. What is it? Releasing constraints. Okay, that's on this card. This is a time to release anything that's holding you back, and that includes people. That includes people. People can be constraints if we allow them to be. This is random, but there might be three things. No, that's not it. 555. This change is actually meant to bring about harmony in your life. It's going to bring harmony in your life. So there are going to be, obviously you're going to take the steps to do, well, hopefully you're going to take some steps to do what it is you need to do to stand in your power, to empower that solar plexus, to know that you're safe and supported, that you matter, that you're here on purpose. But also, there are going to be some events that occur seemingly outside of you as well, to sort of instigate things and head things in this direction. Okay, I think I can read this card now. Let's do it. Number 8. Come together. Love needs to be shared. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing the come together card is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion in all its forms of expression. Romantic, familial, unconditional, spiritual. In each instance, there is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, and or spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished. Like a magnet, you're attracting love into your life. This is the time for harmonious, caring partnerships. It talked about that exchange, which came up here for you. You must have been dealing with a person that's on the opposite spectrum, or allowed you to experience the opposite spectrum of what that card was talking about. All right, let's see. Let's see what else is going to come through here for. Oh, that was quick. Yeah. A need to release things. You're taking on a lot that is not yours. Okay. That's Four of Wands. Celebration. It's also union. It's often union with a higher level soulmate. And you have 10 of Pentacles here. The physical manifestation of a whole lot of things. More than you asked for. And you might have some anxiety about this. That's why this reading is here. First of all, I was doing this to show you the Three of Swords, but the Empress keeps popping up. So as you step into, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. This is just energetic, but this is divine feminine energy. So getting out of this feeling of, I really don't want to say that word. Let me think of another word. We'll just say helplessness. Getting out of a feeling of helplessness. Like you're at the whim of others. Nine of Swords. You may have had some anxiety about this, some overthinking, some reliving of things. I don't know if you listen to Abraham Hicks, but she talks about, they talk about how someone will be like, oh, it's like it happened yesterday. And they were saying, no, it happened when you thought about it. Because you relived it in that moment. And that's what an experience is, right? It's the senses. So as you thought about it, you felt it. And that's when it happened. So I think you're stepping away from that. Or you're being pulled away from that anyways. Into another direction. There's probably some uncertainty here. Because, yeah, you're not sure about what's going to happen next. You're not sure. Because you're working on that aspect of you, that will. Because that's also willpowers in the solar plexus. And this is extremely interpersonal. This very much has to do with people. It could be romantic. And I say that because the Four of Wands, to me, is about higher level unions. It's also about, I heard somewhere, family reunions. So it could be reuniting with family. But this seems like uniting with a romantic partner of some kind. Ten of Wands. You took on a lot of I'm going to say less. I don't want to use the word lessons. Spiritually speaking, you took on a lot. Let's just put it like that. Spiritually speaking, you took on a lot. There's a lot you decided you wanted to come here and heal, transmute, to assist the collective. You took on a lot. But you understood that should you be successful, how that would play out in your life, how much would be provided for you and everyone else. It's almost like, I'm getting this feeling of going to a casino and you pull the lever or whatever, and then the bells go because you want all this money. That's the feeling I'm getting. Like, you knew it was a risk, a bit of a risk, that there was a chance that things wouldn't go as planned. But you also knew that if things did go not as planned, but well, if things went well, what the reward would be. And it seems like you are on that path. You're just working through some of the final kinks here, and you have divine assistance. You can ask for assistance as well, and this will be sped up now. I don't know the manner in which your team will assist you in speeding this up, because this is a 555. It can be quite I didn't want to say abrasive, but it can be quite abrasive. So what I would do is I would reach out to your guides or your team, work with them, speak with them. If you want to speed things along, don't worry. This isn't about bypassing. This is just about getting through things, because what your spirit team can do is whatever it is that you need to know, whatever it is you need to integrate, they can assist you in doing that quicker by presenting you with more and more opportunities to do so in a less abrasive manner, so that when it's time to get through something, you can get through it. So I would ask for ease and grace as well, so that you can enjoy this, whatever this is. There's a project also that will bring in lots of opportunity, lots of abundance. It's like your baby. That's how I'm feeling. It's like your baby. It might be a baby. I see family expansion here as well. If this is a baby, this baby is precious. All babies are precious, but that'll be your perspective on the baby as well. That'll be your experience. The baby will help you learn about unconditional love, which is nice because you can apply it to yourself as well, which will bring in other things for you as well. Okay, so this is the type, more of the type of reading that I was expecting. The other two didn't quite turn out like that, but you know what? Jaguar knows what it's doing. It's been around a long time. All right, well, that is everything I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.